Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Daily Dose. I've got an awesome message for you today, and I'm really excited about sharing this one with you. But I have to do a little disclaimer on the front side of this deal, okay? And my disclaimer is this: if the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, then pass it along to someone to whom it does, okay? Sometimes when I deliver this message, man, some people get real hinky on me, brother, right? It's like those people are like, you talking to me? I get that kind of thing. Take it easy now. If I'm talking to you, you'll know it. And if you do, it's okay. Because today's topic is blame. And I want you to know that 99% of us are walking through our lives, myself included, walking through our lives, dragging behind us two huge bags filled with some of the heaviest stuff on earth. Now imagine, if you can imagine life as a race, right? A race to get to the destination of your dreams, right? A race to get to financial freedom, a race to get to relationship happiness, a race to get to spiritual fulfillment, a race to get to the great relationships. If life is a race about getting from where you are to where you want to be, how much more difficult would it be to run that race if you were weighted down with 100 or 500 or even 1,000 or 2,000 pounds that you had to drag behind you? You see, some people want to know, why in the world do some people get to their destinations like that? Why do some people get to financial freedom like that? Why do some people get to happy marriage like that? How does it happen? A lot of times it's because they're not dragging anything behind them. You see, they're light on their feet. They're free to run. But you and I, and so many like us, are dragging around these bags, two of them, behind us like this, all the time, at every step of the way, morning, noon, and night. And one of those bags is labeled guilt, and the other is labeled blame. Now, we can spend an evening talking about guilt, but tonight let's just talk about blame. What's in the blame bag? Here's in the blame bag. I didn't grow up in the right neighborhood. I didn't get the right education. My parents didn't teach me the right things. My college professor screwed me, and that's why I got dropped out. My boss fired me. My wife left me. I don't live in the right town. I didn't get the right education. I didn't come from the right background. I'm not the right ethnicity. My skin's not the right color. I'm not fat enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not short enough. All of those things fall into the blame bag. You see, blame is where you give someone or something else the credit and responsibility for where you are in your life. Blame is where we put it off on somebody else. Well, I'm not in a great financial situation because I wasn't in the right time in the right place when the economy, was when the housing market was booming, and so, it's the economy's fault that I'm doing bad. Well, okay. And you can believe that, but do you see the trouble with blame, and the reason why blame becomes this heavy anchor that you have to drag along is because as long as you can in your own mind justifiably blame someone else for anything in your life, good or bad, then you have relinquished the power to do anything about it. You see, if you're in a bad financial situation and that's the economy's fault, then you have to wait for the economy to change before your financial situation can improve. If it's my wife's fault that I'm fat, right? Then I have to wait for her to get her head right before I can lose weight. But do you see, if you and I, if we can say, listen, you know what, my finances are messed up because I didn't plan right and I didn't have my money in the right places. And when the economy went down, I wasn't prepared. But that was my fault. Then guess what? I'm in a position now to fix it. I can change the way I think. I can change the way I invest. I can change what I do with my money. I can fix my financial situation with or without a great economy. If I understand that it doesn't really matter if my wife cooks delicious, wonderful food that's laden with fat and butter and sugar and everything that tastes so delicious, right? Even if that's the case, She doesn't put a gun to my head and force me to eat it. You see, it was my choice to eat it and eat a lot of it. Right? Okay? So if I acknowledge that it's my fault, that I ate too much, or that I, eat, when I could make better choices and I don't, if I acknowledge that, then guess what now? Now I'm empowered to make whatever decisions I want. Now I can make the decision to eat a salad instead of the chicken parmesan. I can make the decision to drink a water instead of a double IPA with my dinner, right? I can make the decision to get, the ribeye instead of like the filet in the melted butter, right? When I go out to the steakhouse. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If we can take 100% responsibility for where we are, who we are, and what we are, then we're empowered to change. But as long as we blame other people or other circumstances or other situations for why we are, where we are, and who we are, then we have relinquished that power. We're now in a hopeless, helpless situation. There's nothing that you can do to change anything about your life as long as you continue to give other people the credit for how you got there. So you're dragging around these two huge bags. And one of them is blame and the other is guilt. But the blame bag, you can do something about. Here's what you do with the blame bag. Let it go. Let it go. And say, I did this. I made these choices. I made these decisions. And now because I understand that, I can make different ones. And I can take my life in any direction I want to go. Look yourself in the mirror and say that and realize how powerful that is. And then tomorrow night, I'll help you get rid of this one. Is that a deal? Go out there today, guys. Make it a great day.